Hi guys. This is part 5 and let me tell you, this series is going to be long but I'll try to end it soon. Now let's keep on with the video. Before I go forward, I want to give the credits for these characters. The main characters and some side characters that take place in this series do not belong to me but were written and illustrated by Hiroshi Furuta. Personalities may not match up to the personalities in the anime. Heads up, this series consists of a 1-year time skip. This means that the third years graduated and the second and first years are up a grade. Second, heads up, this series contains slight abuse, traumatic events and absolutely subtle mentions of sexual activities. Heads up, this series consists of a 1-year time skip. This means that the third years graduated and the second and first years are up a grade. Second, heads up, this series contains slight abuse, traumatic events and absolutely subtle mentions of sexual activities. Bullet. A few months have passed since Kenma and Kuru had reunited. For the most part, life felt right. I mean, Kuru's trying to pursue this girl he liked and Kenma, well, he's trying to figure himself out. Kenma, it's simple. Do you like Rita? No, let me rephrase that. Do you find girls attractive? Yeah? Would you date a girl? Maybe. I don't fucking know. Kenma balls himself up into a ball on his bed. Then try not to think about it. Clearly you're still confused. How am I supposed to do that when it's a reoccurring problem in my head? Find the source. Why is it reoccurring? Because of Kuru's dumb ass. I can't tell if he actually likes me or not. He probably doesn't since he likes that other girl. Hello, Earth to Kenma. What's going on in your head? You're not helping. I brought you over to cure me. There's no cure to sexuality. Kenma, don't rush it. Eventually you'll figure yourself out. How long will it take? Lev smiles awkwardly knowing that there's no accurate answer, leaving Kenma hopeless as he buries his head inside of his pillow. Hey, Kenma, everything will be fine. In all honesty, I don't believe you. Yeah, I wouldn't believe me either. Yaku walks in. He was invited over as well. Hi guys, what's going on? Why is Kenma wailing? He's questioning his sexuality. Oh, Yaku smirks. It's Kuru, isn't it? Kenma pokes his head up. Is it obvious? It's obviously him. Kenma doesn't catch feelings all that easily. But Kuru just entered his life again like 3 months ago. They caught pretty fast. Yeah, but he knew Kuru for a while, so it's different. These feelings been cooking for over 10 years. Oh, Kenma, is it because of Kuru? Don't lie now. Possibly. It doesn't really matter why it occurred. I want it to stop. Kenma, calm down. It'll fade away eventually. Easy for you to say. It took me a year. You'll be fine. A year? I can't wait a fucking year. Yaku laughs. Bullet. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Lev is asleep but Kenma and Yaku are still wide awake. To no one's surprise, Kenma is playing on his game console while Yaku watches and talking to Kenma at the same time. So, I don't mean to push but you did say that Kuru liked this girl, right? Yeah. Each time he presses a button on his controller it clicks louder and louder due to his growing aggression. Yaku notices this and rests his hand on his back. Does her name happen to be Yamada? Yeah, her name's Yamada. Yaku sighs and Kenma pauses his game. Spit it out. Kenma's eyes start feeling unusual. His nose is twitching and his throat is beginning to burn. Listen, tell me. Kenma looks desperate. He can't get a break. Kuru's awakened things that Kenma didn't even know were sleeping inside of him, but the side effects, are they really worth it? Maybe it was better if we never met. Kenma's face becomes sour and the horrible feelings intensify. This makes Yaku tear up. He doesn't want to see his friend cry whatsoever. He's dating Yamada. It's best if I tell you before he does. Just 3 words. He's dating Yamada. These 3 words were enough to make Kenma collapse, bawling his eyes out. Fuck. Why do I care? He says, wiping profusely at his eyes. Because you like him, Kenma. You're denying yourself and it's stressing you out. Yaku doesn't dare to ever tell Kenma his thoughts. He knows it true but Kenma hasn't came to terms with it. For now, he'll just cry in Yaku's arms. Bullet. A week has passed and Kenma feels the same feeling from before Kuru came back into his life, hopeless. He felt so complete when Kuru came back at first but now he feels a void in himself. I don't want to get up. There's no one he wants to see. The cycle goes around for its second time. Kazume, sweetie, His mother walks into his room. Are you okay? You didn't eat dinner yesterday. I'm fine. I ate some stuff Lev brought when he came over. Lev had started coming over more often to keep Kenma occupied and not alone thinking about it. Come eat breakfast with me then. It's your favorite pancakes. Pancakes? Hello Kitty pancakes. His mind starts to ponder back to that morning Kuru made him breakfast with Hello Kitty imprinted on the pancakes. He cherishes that moment dearly. Fuck, don't cry in front of her, don't cry in front of her. He repeats this in his head. I'll be out in a minute, Mom. Thank you for making me breakfast. Of course, if there's anything you need or want to talk about, just know I'm here for you, baby. I know, Ma. Thank you. Kenma lowers his head. It's getting harder for him to hold back his tears as his eyes fill up with them. Once his mom leaves the room, his entire facade crumbles down. Shit, why does it hurt so bad? He's just. Kenma can't think straight anymore as his body begins to heat up, his face and ears becoming red along with some areas of his hands turning white due to him clenching his bed sheets as he sits up on the side of his bed. Ring ring ring. Hello? Kenma tries to keep his voice as stable as he can get it. He's in no position to be talking right now, let alone to him. Good morning. How did you sleep, Pumpkin? Fine. Your sleep was fine? Interesting wordplay. Kuru waits for Kenma to respond but he doesn't. You okay? You're quiet. Am I not always quiet? Yeah, you're quiet most of the time but you're extra quiet. It's early in the morning. I'm still tired. Oh. I have something to tell you. Shit shit shit. Fuck. Fuck. Kenma slips up, surprising Kuru. Kazume. What? Relax. What's going on? I need to go. Okay, bye. Kenma quickly hangs up and slops to the floor crying even more. Eventually he manages to pull himself together, splashing cold water on his face hoping to help clear up his redness. He walks to the kitchen table where his mom sits. Don't you have work today? I took today off to spend time with you. We could ask your favorite person in the world to tag along too, she says with a bright smile, but little did she know the same boy who manages to bring her son joy is the same one who managed to break his heart little by little. And no, I'm sure he's busy with work and college. Maybe you're right, it wouldn't hurt to ask though. I'll call him for you, sweetie. Sure. He gives in. He knows his mom loves Kuru shit. She thinks of him kinda like her second son. Unfortunately for Kenma, Kuru is free. Expected from him since he's pretty well put together. Bullet. Now the three of them are sitting outside on the grass having a picnic. Kenma's mom sneezes. Are you okay, Mom? Thank you, it's just all the flowers. They look so pretty too. Kenma looks around only to see a field of flowers. Kenma, how does the sun feel on your skin? Nice, I guess. I brought some food. Kuru, do you like sandwiches? Yes, thank you. He smiles and receives a sandwich. Are you hungry, sweetie? No thanks. Kuru senses that something's wrong. He looks at Kenma's mother's expression and concludes that she's concerned, but with Kenma, he was way harder to read. Kazume, I don't like that you're hiding what I seek. I'm gonna go find a bathroom or something. Okay. Kuru watches as Kenma walks away and instantly the negative energy seems to fade away with him. Once Kenma finds somewhere private nearby a tree, he sits and calls Yaku. Hey Kenma, what's wrong? Hi Lev, where's Yaku? Wait a bit. There's shuffling heard on the other end, then there's a voice. What's up? I'm on a picnic with my mom and she invited Kuru. It's so awkward. I bet it is. I just want to go home. I know, but try to stick it through. Okay, everything will be fine. Pumpkin? Who's on the phone? Kenma jolts and hangs up the phone quickly. No one. Why aren't you with my mom? Not important. What's going on? Nothing. Kuru sits in his face and Kenma doesn't look at him. Any eye contact won't have a positive outcome. What did you want to tell me this morning? That's not important right now. Yes it is. Tell me. Kuru sighs and raises a brow. If all he looks unamused. You already know, don't you? Know what? Did Yaku tell you? Tell me what? That I have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend? Is it Yamada? Kenma pretends to not know and surprisingly he's pretty legit and believable. Yeah, I'm dating Yamada. So Yaku did not tell you? No. Her younger sister wants to meet you too. Why? Y'all go to the same school. Yamada, Arita's friend. Doesn't she have a crush on Lev? Why does she want to talk to me? Honestly, I don't know. I'll just talk to her at school. I don't really want to though. That's fine. but seriously, what's going on? You seem more emotional? I'm not emotional. You're not being emotional, but you seem more emotional. You don't make any sense. You're not yourself, so what the fuck is wrong? Why are you getting mad? Because you're not telling me shit. Is someone threatening you? Is that why you can't tell me? No, it's nothing like that. Kenma gets up. I'm gonna go. Kuru gets up after him and goes back to their original picnic spot where Kenma's mother awaits and she's talking to a random woman, but she seems so familiar. Fuck. Kenma gets yanked back behind a thick tree and his back is pressed up against it while Kuru is pressed up against him. Kuro, shush. What happened? Pumpkin, please shut up. Kenma does. Why is he pressing me up against the tree? Can't he at least back up? I can feel his entire body structure. Kenma blushes and with each passing moment it intensifies. Why are you so hot? What? Stop being loud, Pumpkin. What do you mean I'm hot? Your skin. Kuro glances at Kenma then realizes that he's super red. Are you okay? Just move. You're really close. Kuru catches on and he blushes a bit but ultimately he backs away. This is when Kenma had the will to look on the other side of the tree to see the action. Who's that? My mom? Are you afraid of your mom? No, I just don't want to talk to her. I understand, I guess. You know, I wish my mom was like yours. Kuro sits up against the tree. I mean, your mom's the best. She actually cares about you. You don't know if your mom doesn't care about you. She doesn't. She never cared about me. It was always men she loved, not even her own son. She basically neglected me. You know this, Kenma. Or maybe you blocked it out of your memory. He taps on Kenma's noggin. I don't blame you. Kenma remembers, whenever he slept it was there in his head. It was always a dream that turned into a nightmare causing him to jump out of his sleep. I'm sorry, Kuru. He sees a tear slide down Kuru's cheek. He wiped it with his thumb, leaving his palm on Kuru's cheek. Don't cry, she just never had her priorities straight. Maybe I'm just not a priority? You are, Kuro. You're a priority, if it makes you feel any better to know, but you're my priority. Shit, why did I say that? Kenma removes his hand from Kuru's face and stands up. I'm his priority. Kuru feels touched as he looks up at him. Unfortunately, Kenma didn't acknowledge it and Kuru wasn't going to tell him. Bullet. Bullet. The three of them get back home to the Kenma's residence and Kuru spends some more time there. Kuru, can you please figure out why Kazume's been so distant? He barely eats anymore and I'm worried about him. I'll try, ma'am. Thank you so much. She begins crying. I hope he isn't upset because of me. I try my hardest and her emotions get the best of her. She really cares for her only son whom she's been raising alone his entire life. He loves you dearly. I know that for a fact. He comforts her. Bullet. Pumpkin, what is it? First, can I get a hug? Why do you want a hug? I don't get to hug you as much as I'd like to. I don't want a hug from you. Ouch. Okay then, is there something I did wrong? No. Then why are you upset? Something at school. He lies. Are you being bullied? No, just don't worry about it. Why haven't you been eating? I have. I know different. Kenma, I know how you are. Please stop lying to me. Kuru looks like he's about to break down in Kenma's eyes. That's the last thing he needs to witness. Without another thought, Kenma gets up and walks toward him slowly. He hugs him. Kazume, why have you been so distant? I know you're lying to me. It's not important. Yes it is. Your mom is worried about your well-being. He hugs Kenma tightly. I'm concerned too. I'm just stressed out because of finals coming up around the corner. I didn't mean to worry you or her. They're still embracing each other, loving the touch and warmth from each other. It's quite comforting. Kazume, from now on if there's something wrong can you please tell me? I really hate when you're upset if you haven't caught on to that yet. Sure, I will. Finally their long embrace is broken and immediately they want to hug again, but that's be awkward for them. Kuru checks the time and he has to go. Pumpkin, I have to leave but you can call me for anything, all right? Okay, but where are you going? Yamada, I promised that I'd come over. Oh, well, have fun. Bring a gift for her parents. I already met them. Shatter. This was the sound of Kenma's heart. Nice. They're so nice, honestly. She gets her charms from both of. Just leave. I bet she's waiting for you. He gives Kuru the best smile he can make. He can only hope it doesn't look bad. He begins shoving Kuru out of his room. Wait. He hugs Kenma again, but for some reason he has an urge to kiss his forehead. He wouldn't mind, would he? He doesn't do it and instead leaves. This was a better choice for both of them because it would have just led Kenma on. Bullet. Kenma's laying in his bed on his back staring at the ceiling. He's probably kissing her every inch. Must be nice. Kenma honestly can't help but think about it. Loving him romantically and receiving that love back. I wish he loved me that way. Maybe it's me. Am I ugly? Or maybe he just doesn't like guys. Suddenly something clicks in him. Am I fucking gay? Bullet. Bullet. Hi. This episode was all over the place, and by the way, I didn't mean for the last part for Kenma to sound so vulgar.